Kynes Grove is... way. We can travel together.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Farewell.
You've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Winkel. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Dar. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Lindra crosses Saran, Strundul, Oth Ivana, Go, Ram, now. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Can take... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some accounts. They say the big old palace there was built by Ysgramor himself.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Salokunir, Zil Gro Dova Ursa. Slen,
I owe you some answers, don't I? I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are... For the last 200 years, We've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
Really? Where?
Interesting. Same dragon.
Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Spare a coin for a
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
a few
Looking
septims
for
my
shipping?
supper is
We
all I
always
ask.
offer better service than the East Empire Company. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Someone who's got nothing.
Safe travels.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound. The damn Grayskin. Go back to Morrowind.
Ain't asking for much. Just a few septums.
Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you?
The divine
100
smile on
septums
those
say I can punch you
shoulders
back where
of
you came
charity.
from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of. That's all you got? Enough. This ends now.
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
That wasn't a fair swing.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
Yeah. Here.
Spare
Good to
coin
see you
for
again,
a
friend.
Poor old woman.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them. We ought to dig a bit. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for those Thalmor elves, too. I bet maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. What did they do for us? I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should.
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Couldn't ask for better weather. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar.
And you're not bringing home any.
And you'd have me do what? Join the college and prance about? You ask me, not enough.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my
To
time.
the inn for a
Keep
drink.
that in mind, will
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kind scroll this time.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Yes, the School of Illusion can be quite influential. Kings have risen to power because of it, and empires have been raised with it. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. A small test, if you will. Excellent. The fear spell has saved the life of many an illusion mage. If you could cast it on the seal here on the ground, that would prove your skill. No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell... Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if... Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course.
Welcome to another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. The college... Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here, the Hall of the Element. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching all of you very closely. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is,
by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Not going to weigh in either way. I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try some... In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please. Just me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please. Just opposite me. Don't want anyone else in the way.
What you learn here will
Hold
last you
still. Excellent
You're
work.
talented.
Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
I have many important things to do.
You there, citizen. This area is off limits. You're interfering with Imperial business. Yeah, so you'll have to pay us a fine. Say, 100 gold. Pay up, citizen. If you insist. Come on, boys. This'll be fun.
Victory is yours.
You're mine.
I submit.
Like the fire.
This is exciting, isn't it? Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? No, I suppose we haven't. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important.
And here we are. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I'm not so sure we should be here. New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. I'd better get...
Be careful.
As some of you may know, Sawthall was one of the earliest settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sawthall. This is an exciting... Well, are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, I expect Now, let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? All right, everyone. Let's be careful. But have fun.
Well, certainly none of this will benefit my research. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine, just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You, try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. All right, then.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall must be connected to the amulet. I wonder what effect might your spells have. Well, this is high... I'm not sure... Well, would you... This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Why in the world this place?
Yes? Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? All right, then. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine it. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. But if it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before long. I thought it high time I caught up with you. Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find something like this. Why is this buried so far within Sarthal? Be prepared to defend yourself. Take care now. Prepared to... I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be... I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savo Zaran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. I see. Thank you for... Tolfdir normally looks after your little... Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think speak with Urag in the Arcanium. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful. Now if you'll excuse me.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn. Until next time.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthol, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I am well aware. Tolfdir is still in Sarthol, is he? I shall be expecting a full report from him when he returns. Something was discovered in Sarthol that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college alone to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
I think just due for a change in leadership.
is it? Ah, test. Go ahead, attack!
Out of the way, meat.
Look out! The prisoners never should have come. Over here! Enjoy this. Mortal.
Just let me out of here. I only wanted to help you. Is someone there? Ah! Go, boys!
I'll kill you if I have to.
And begin.
I'll kill you! I swear it!
I am master of the arcade.
Yeah!
What is it?
Someone. Please let me out of here. You have to let me out. They're going to do something awful to me. Oh, you've saved me. Thank you so much. Who knows what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along? I promise I'll help you get out of here. The books? Oh, I see. I thought perhaps... Well, I thought you'd come for me. But yes, the books. The caller will have them. She was most interested in one of the volumes. Although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up. Don't you need my help? I was only trying to help you, you know. I hope the caller turns you inside out. Why did I ever come here?
I'm right behind. As you wish, my Thane.
And begin. What was that?
Roll!
It's nothing.
Poof! I'll see you burn lightning. You will suffer.
No. Not like this.
Is someone there? Ha! Found you!
We heading up? As you command, my Thane. Be careful.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. Are you attempting to threaten me after I've been so hospitable? Well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
You look awful. Better not be sick.
I don't want to see you treating any... Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand? Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over, and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? And... here. I suppose you've earned these.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embrace... Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like... If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. The college will be here for you. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite anything we've seen before. Aliad, Gwemmer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Aldmeri Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. I said let's go, now. I'll be the... All you need to know is that they have clashed with the Aldmeri Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand, the Psijic Order does not typically... My presence here will be seen as I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. As you may have learned, this object, the world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. I am sorry Now, it is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something? What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Not all. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply... We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Now, if you'll excuse...
You must
excuse
me. I shouldn't... I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't
I'm not sure
understand.
what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it. Whatever it is those Psijics are up to, they cannot be trusted. For all we know, he's here to scout out the college. I'm sure they want to undermine our efforts. This orb, the Eye of Magnus, whatever you want to call it, it's clearly powerful, and no doubt they want it for themselves. I expect to be informed if they make any future attempts to contact you. The what? No, I'm quite sure I have no idea what you're talking about. I suggest you mind your own business and return to whatever it is you do here. Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.